Hey guys, what's going on? It's Salvage here, and today we're going to be talking about the Batman Arkham Asylum show, or spin-off show, that was in the works for HBO Max. Now, before we get into the video, if you could drop a like, let's try to get 300 likes. I've been trying to do my best for these videos. I'm going to be doing better and better, trying to write them down and actually do scripts for them. Holy shit, who would have thought, putting work into videos. I'm going to be doing more for my videos, so go ahead and click the like. It is very appreciated. Now, all the way back in March, Matt Reeves came out and said that the GCPD show that they were developing after, of course, the Batman movie was actually no longer going to be the GCPD show that we all thought it was going to be, but actually an Arkham Asylum show. Reeves stated, one thing that we're not doing that I was going to do, so there was going to be this Gotham Police show, which that one actually is put on hold. Yeah, we're not really doing that. It was going to be year one, because the movie is year two, and I wanted it to be the first appearance, he explained. But it wasn't going to be a Batman story, it was going to be about a corrupt cop, it was going to be about how the worst gang in Gotham were the GCPD, and Bruce would have touched paths with Gordon. It would have been someone to measure him against, but it would be a battle for his soul. And that all confirms that, of course, this show is no longer in the lineup, but instead he's going to be doing the Arkham Asylum show, saying in a different interview, the GCPD thing, that story has kind of evolved. We've actually now moved more into the realm of exactly what would have happened in the world of Arkham as it relates to coming off of our movie, and some of the characters, again, in their origin. It's like a horror movie or a haunted house that is Arkham. Now, honestly, that's really exciting, and while the GCPD show did sound pretty cool, I do love how they were trying to portray, or would have portrayed, the GCPD as Gotham's biggest gang. It would have been nice to see a portrayal like that, and that whole storyline of Gordon, of course, trying to clean up the police department has always been kind of interesting to me. I always wanted to see that in live action, and a proper way, at least someone like year one. And he also said that Bruce would have been involved in some way, which kind of makes me believe that in some way Bruce might be involved in the Arkham Asylum show, or at least Batman might be involved in the Arkham Asylum show. That'd be really nice to see. If they really are going to explore the villain's origins, then I think this is a brilliant way to do it. This works brilliantly. I think one of the things lacking in the Batman movie was the overtop, very insane villains. And while Riddler was a great start, showing how mentally disturbed he actually was and deluded he was, it really helped us get into his mind. I really want to see now more of at least the other villains in this universe, and at least see how the villains in this universe interact as well, and actually see them interact besides just them trying to plot to destroy the city together, which is something they always do. It's never like them just having a lighthearted moment or something that they do that's relatable. It's nothing like that. At least in the live action, it's always them teaming up to do some devious shit. I want to see them at least get together and do something, nice. Not something crazy or anything, just something nice for once. And the Arkham Asylum show might be able to do that. If I were to pick a group of villains, or a good list of villains that I would use for the first season, I think I would have a lineup that goes like Professor Pig, Clayface. Maybe they can use the Clayface from the Penguin show that apparently might be in the Penguin show. That would be interesting. Ventriloquist, I would love to see that. I think a lot of people would too. I want to see them expand that Joker Riddler storyline. Hugo Strange and Jonathan Crane, so I want to see them before they kind of become their main villains. Hugo Strange is already Hugo Strange. We'll see him do his crazy shit. He'll probably be the main villain, but then Jonathan Crane will be that side psychologist who would be, off on the side. And then Zaz, I wanted to see their interpretation of Zaz. I feel of course, Pig and Clayface don't really get any love at all in live action, and same thing with Ventriloquist. You can have the Joker and Riddler back and maybe expand upon what happened in the film and going and giving them a twisted relationship, which would be very fun to see. I like the idea of having Hugo and Crane being there, and to show how messed up not only the patients are, but also all of the doctors as well. I want to see that type of side of Arkham, at least in some universe, because we really haven't seen it in live action that much, in my opinion. You could also have the Arkham somewhat involved, or have flashbacks similar to what they did in the Arkham games, or in the comics, where you of course go back and you visit Amadeus Arkham and whatnot, or you see Amadeus Arkham's story. That'd be very fun to see. And I think a big question is, will Batman appear? And honestly, I think he could make a cameo. I think Pattinson loves the character enough, and if Reeves really wanted to do it, I'm sure they will do it. And I would really like to see an episode where Batman maybe gets trapped in the asylum, or maybe he has to scour the asylum for a villain to actually interrogate, or do something interesting like that. Unless they plan on saving that for a movie, then save it for a movie. But I would love to see it in the show as well. Just have Batman show up for one episode. And even if it isn't Batman, I would love to see Bruce Wayne show up in this too. Maybe just him trying to visit a villain and ask a question about a villain. That's all I would like to see. You know, have Pattinson or Bruce Wayne or somewhat of a Batman connection come through and do something interesting like that. And I think a really extremely shocking twist would be to have maybe Vicky Vale and use the Batman Telltale storyline surrounding the Children of Arkham. I think that would maybe be one of the best twists in a Batman movie, and you of course would have that be all tied in with the Children of Arkham's villain. I forgot what his name is. What's Vicky Vale's villain name? I completely forgot. I think they're all just the Children of Arkham or whatever. I believe mainstream audiences would like never see this coming. This would be one of the best twists ever, and there's a lot that you could honestly work with this as well, especially if you build upon it in the Arkham Asylum show. And maybe you could even use the Carnival storyline as well, kind of blend them together and have them somewhat kind of feed off of each other. That'd be nice to see. No matter what they do, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it. So I really hope that they go with like the Arkham Asylum idea and kind of like stick with that instead of maybe going back to the GCPD. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Would you guys be excited for the Arkham Asylum show, and what villains do you think that they should include in that show when they release it? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.